It is now 2013, which means that it's time to look at the resolutions that I made last year and to review how I did. Traditionally, I start this video with clips of fireworks, but I didn't get to see any fireworks this year, so instead, I'm just gonna eat an oliebol. These delicious New Year's Eve treats are also known as Dutch donuts. They're basically just deep fried balls of dough with raisins, and you're supposed to dip them in sugar. They are the best thing ever, and I thought that this year I would be missing out since I'm now living in London, but my mom and brother came to visit me and brought me some oliebol. Let's just take a bite of that first before I start the video. Also, it's totally okay to eat these for breakfast every single day for a week after New Year's Eve. Okay, let's start the video. Number one, I wanted to read 50 books in 2012 and I did not manage to do that. I completed the task in 2011. 2012 did not work out quite as well. I ended up reading a total of 40 books. Number two was once again to watch 100 movies, and I think I watched about 118. Number three was knit a pair of socks. Basically what I wanted to do was knit something that wasn't just like a giant scarf with different patterns. Didn't end up knitting socks. I did make a mug warmer with a cute button. My goal was just to find a knitting pattern online and try and figure out how the pattern worked and then execute it, and I think I did a pretty good job. In case you guys are interested in knitting one of these, I'll put the link to the pattern in the description. Number four was learn to play all of the songs in my Pride and Prejudice piano book. There were some complications. I no longer own a piano because I no longer live in my parents' house, so that one didn't quite happen. Number five was to learn all the American presidents, all the American states, and all the countries in the world, and that did not happen. Number six, learn more Dutch Sign Language. That one also did not happen. Number seven, learn Morse code before the apocalypse happens. Did not do that, but also the world didn't end, so I guess I have some more time to learn Morse code. Number eight, learn how to drive. I did that one. I'm so proud of myself. I learned how to drive. I got my driver's license in June, but now that I've moved to London, I probably never have to drive again. Number nine was work on my editing skills. I bought a digital drawing tablet. Does that count? So I guess I'm one step closer. I think for this one I actually wanted to learn how to work with Final Cut Pro a bit more because I hadn't been using it for that long. Well, I'm still using it and I think I'm doing an okay job. Number 10 was work on my British accent for mysterious reasons. I moved to London, so I guess I'm working on it right now. I've actually had a couple of successful British conversations with people in shops, but the fact that I'm living with two Americans isn't exactly helping. So I think in 2012 I had some mixed levels of success. And here are my 10 resolutions for 2013. Number one, of course, the 50 book challenge. I'm just gonna try again and read 50 books. I did it once, so I'm sure I can do it again. I have another goal connected to that one. Basically, I went through all of my uni coursework and made a list of all the books that were ever assigned to me, and there are so many of them that I never finished. So I'm gonna try to make half of the books I read this year books from that list. Number two is also the same as last year. I want to watch 100 movies, but I also want to watch a lot of classics because I didn't really get to that this year. Number three is to practice drawing with my drawing tablet and kind of work on my Photoshop skills because I would really like to make some of my own graphics for my video and my blogs. Number four, also same as last year, learn Morse code because, you know, the world is gonna end eventually. Number five, knit a pair of socks. One day, it's actually going to happen. Number six is go on a field trip to a museum or another place in London to sketch at least once every month. Number seven is get over my fear of cycling in London. I brought my bike here all the way from the Netherlands. I haven't used it once because as soon as I got here, I watched some videos of cyclists on YouTube and they were all about them getting into accidents, and now I'm kind of terrified. Also, the fact that you have to like drive on the left side of the road, hopefully I'll be able to do that. Number eight is kind of career related, and it's also so I don't lose any of the skills that I acquired at uni. This year I want to translate one book from English to Dutch and one book from Dutch to English just so I can keep practicing. I'm not quite sure which books I want to translate, but I'll probably make a video about it at some point. Number nine is that I want to work on my French. I had 5 years of French in high school and I basically ended up only being able to read a little bit. I cannot have a conversation in French. I get to practice with Marian sometimes, but at the end of the year I would love to be able to read a French book and also have a basic conversation. Number 10 might be a weird one, but I really want to go to every single underground stop in Zone 1. Over the last 3 months I've been to a lot of new places in London, but then at some point you get into a habit and you just go to the same places over and over again, and basically I just want to keep exploring the city. I also want to find a way to document this progress, so I'll have to figure something out. I would like you guys to do two things in the comments. Number one, you can let me know what your New Year's resolutions are, and number two is that you should tell me why I'm going to fail. I've mentioned mentioned this in previous videos, but apparently if you tell people your New Year's resolutions, you get a lot of satisfaction from just telling other people, and then you never actually do it. So yeah, feel free to tell me why I'm going to fail. I hope you guys have a great 2013, and I'll see you later. Doei!